There is a distinct appeal associated with certain older men, and it is not rooted in money, appearance, or attempts to seem younger. The attraction many women feel toward these men is more subtle and more controlled. They do not try to command attention when they enter a room, yet their presence is noticed. The effect is not chaotic or driven by raw excitement. It is a quiet pull that feels almost magnetic. This response follows identifiable psychological mechanisms grounded in female psychology, the nervous system, and attachment dynamics. 4 consistent behaviors often trigger genuine desire in women, not brief interest or polite curiosity, but sustained attraction that encourages emotional investment. Much of today's dating advice is aimed at younger men entering relationships for the first time. It focuses on timing messages, managing replies, creating artificial mystery, or playing strategic games. For men who have already experienced long relationships, breakups, and rebuilding, these tactics often lose effectiveness. At this stage, women respond less to surface signals and more to internal coherence. They are attentive to emotional safety combined with tension. They are drawn to men who understand their own position and boundaries. Many older men assume that stability, kindness, or seriousness will naturally generate desire. These qualities matter, but desire is not activated by moral traits alone. It is triggered by emotional signals. A man may appear ideal on paper and still evoke no attraction. When women say, "You're a great man, but I don't feel anything," they are often describing a lack of physiological response. Desire is not a conscious decision. It is a bodily reaction shaped by specific cues. The first pillar is grounded confidence. It is neither loud nor dominant. It is calm and internally secure. These men do not over-explain their choices or seek constant approval. They speak directly, listen attentively, and do not attempt to persuade. When a man communicates without defensiveness or visible need for validation, the female brain tends to register emotional stability. Activity in the amygdala, which is associated with threat detection, decreases. In that state, attraction has space to emerge. By contrast, excessive reassurance or over-explanation can signal insecurity, even when intentions are sincere. It may be interpreted as a need for control or approval. A centered man conveys his identity through consistent behavior rather than extended justification. This creates what many women describe as presence. For women who have experienced emotional instability, this steadiness is particularly compelling. They are less interested in reactive partners and more responsive to men who remain composed. The second pillar is a fully developed life. This does not mean artificial busyness or strategic unavailability. It refers to genuine routines, commitments, interests, and responsibilities. When a man places a woman at the immediate center of his existence, the result is often pressure rather than closeness. Desire rarely grows under emotional weight. Mature women generally do not want to become someone's entire world. They prefer to join a life that already has structure and direction. When a man maintains his own rhythm and is not constantly available, he signals value. This is not a tactic, but a reflection of a life already in motion. The human brain assigns greater value to what is not instantly accessible. Dopamine responds to anticipation more than to reward itself. A man who allows connection to develop gradually activates that anticipation. He appears credible because he is not seeking someone to fill an emotional gap. He is offering participation in something stable and established. That dynamic feels secure. The third pillar is the capacity for playfulness without need. Some older men become overly serious in an effort to appear respectable. In doing so, they overlook the role of lightness in attraction. Play does not require vulgarity or intensity. It can appear in sustained eye contact, an unforced smile, or a teasing remark delivered without expectation. The defining element is freedom from outcome. When a man flirts without seeking validation, he creates ease. From a neuropsychological perspective, this reduces vigilance. The woman does not feel pressured or claimed. She feels invited. Women with experience often disengage from interactions marked by hidden expectations or emotional heaviness. An older man who maintains playfulness without pressure signals emotional strength. He demonstrates the ability to hold tension without converting it into anxiety. This restraint is uncommon and noticeable. The fourth pillar is clear standards. These are not aggressive demands or ultimatums, but defined boundaries. A man who understands what he accepts and what he does not communicates self-respect. When he is prepared to walk away calmly from situations that do not align with him, without anger or drama, the signal is strong. From an attachment perspective, this establishes polarity. The woman recognizes that her presence is desired, but not required for his emotional stability. Desire does not move toward dependency. It moves toward strength. A man with standards does not negotiate endlessly. His words and actions remain aligned, and that consistency builds trust. Trust allows attraction to settle without fear. When calm confidence, a structured life, playful ease, and clear standards converge, they produce emotional leadership. This is not dominance or control. It is self-direction. These men do not attempt to lead women. They lead themselves. Many women respond to this alignment because it offers both steadiness and attraction. It is not perfection that draws them, but coherence. A man whose presence calms while it attracts creates the conditions for deep attachment.